all-new FIFA Club World Cup is coming. 32 clubs in a mind-blowing 4-week tournament, all with one goal: to be world champion. The road to 25 starts now. Let's go!
Hopefully you can all hear me. So do let me know if that's the case. I will just double check on the audio. Let's just wait for it to catch up. I'm a little bit further behind, so we'll see if it catches up. But hopefully you can. If not, we'll go back to the start and we'll see if this works. Mic very low, says Ben. Interesting. Let's see if I have to... I basically took my computer apart and I've had to reassemble it. And I may have lost my audio settings. So bear with me 2 seconds. So I just turn up my sound. Oh, there we go. There we go. Much better. It was down at 60. Don't know why. There we go. Hopefully that should be much better. Do let me know. I'm now up at 84%. So hopefully you can all hear me. If I need to turn down the music even more, I can do as well. So, but do just drop into the comments and let me know, rather than sort of me putting my audio on my laptop and my second screen, and get a little bit of feedback. I need to turn it up even higher. There we go. I can peak, but no, I can't just help like that. Hopefully you can all hear me. There we go. It is okay. You were too slow, Mike. But thank you very much. Anyway, so let us get on with the show. So, some of you may have read this, some may not. There's a little bit of history to the Jackoball Club World Cup. Of course, a prestigious event that has been run for millennia, and we're expecting no different of talented players to be taking part this time around. Rules are slightly different to what we've had previously, and also, now we've only got 16, the format of the group stages will be slightly different as well, but it will make sense as we go on. So let's move over to this one. Here we go. This is how it's changed ever so slightly. So we will have 2 groups of 6 teams and 1 group of 4. So you will have Group 1, Group 2 and Group 3. Group 1 will be the 6 highest point scoring players across the 5 seasons. Of course, Group 2 being those in the middle, and the final group, Group 3, will be the 4 lowest total point scorers that are taking part this season. So, I'm going to have to do the maths, but I'm pretty sure with those that are taking place, it's going to be Michael, Jake, Scott, and I think Jacko will be the 4th lucky duck. So, we will go in with a game format of everyone will play each other at least once. Group 3 will play each other twice, which means that in Group 3 you will have 6 games in the group stages, and in Group 1 and 2 you have 5 games in the group stages. I'm pretty sure, unless we get an extra player coming in and joining. Obviously then that will change, but we'll work that on the fly. So potentially Scott's mate might wanted to, Dustin's not in, and guess what? I think he doesn't get enough shit. How many times have we asked Corey? He just completely sat silent the entire fucking time. What a little weasel. What a little weasel. Would help. I'm actually holding my microphone rather than sort of using it on its boom stand because I didn't set it up in time. So you're going to have to deal with the fact that I might sound a little bit odd here and there as I move the microphone around the room. But hopefully it's not too bad. Actually, I'm going to just do that up because that's already irritating me. So, format slightly different. Tony, if you haven't, I'm just going to check the Twitter because I haven't in times. So, Champions Wheel. Okay, excellent, wonderful. Jacko's said he wants Barcelona, which means he's going to get Barcelona, as is tradition. This is, as of course, the format. So the winners of Group 1 and Group 2 will get a bye into what was originally the quarters, which will probably now be the semis, because we've lost some teams. Then, as you go through into the knockout phases, guys that have qualified will start to then play those are in the groups below them. So if you qualify for Group 1, you will go and play a Group 2 player in the knockouts. So equally, the Group 3 guys, they'll go up into the knockouts, they'll play a Group 1 guy. So you will effectively, you have a harder group stages, and then it gets slightly easier, in theory, when you get into the knockouts. It'll be one leg, and that will then, of course, be golden goal, immediate golden goal straight away if there is a draw. So first goal scores in the second game would win it. Then we get to the final, and it will be a two-legged contest with away goals counting. So if tied at the end of 180 minutes, then golden goal will be contested. So you'd have a third leg, and it would be golden goal. So hopefully that does make sense for you all. Here are the teams, if you hadn't already seen them, that have qualified for the Club World Cup. So of course we started off in the Premier League with Brentford, Brighton, Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace. We went to the Bundesliga, had Holstein Kiel, Hoffenheim, Werder Bremen and Bochum. The Sky Bet Championship was Derby County, Portsmouth, Swansea and Oxford United. The MLS was Inter Miami, Portland Timbers, New England Revolution and LAFC. And of course last season was Real Valladolid, Barcelona, Espanyol and Leganes. So that is the teams that have gone through. There is the ratings, as of most of you have seen in the Twitter chat. So Tony potentially could have got Oxford United, however he's decided to roll the Champions Wheel instead, which I will show you shortly. The only thing, Tony, is you can't get Barcelona. That is the only proviso of the Champions Wheel. You can get anyone else, but it won't be Barcelona, unfortunately, because of course Jacko's going to get them. So that will be the format. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do team first, rather than what we've done previously. We've done player first and then team. We're going to do team first, and we'll see if everyone's happy with their picks. Do let me know, in those that are watching, have you got any preference? Of course everyone's going to say Barcelona, but if it's not Barcelona, are you just purely going for the Prem teams? Or is there we know that some people that did quite well in the Bundesliga, like dark horses here, is perhaps an Inter Miami a dark horse team, or like an LAFC? Of course Harry did quite well with LAFC, so interesting to see what some of your decisions are. So Tony can still get Brentford as the fifth. Yeah. But then again, what we'll do is we'll get to the Champions Wheel and we'll have a collective talk. Yeah, fuck it. Why not, Harry? Once we get to the Champions Wheel, we'll see how much of a good decision that was from Tony, because I'm going to add to it as we're going. So let's get started, shall we? Rather than having you playing around forever. So we will move over to the wheel. Let's just get rid of all these. So here is the Champions Wheel. We'll get onto that in a second. So what we will do is we will put Oxford United back into the mix, and inevitably I will get them again. And we will also then put Tony back into the draw. So what we will do before we go through the Champions Wheel if Tony's name comes up, we'll go into the Champions Wheel, and then we'll have a discussion, and we can all talk about this. There's a lot of you watching. Hopefully you can all get involved in the participation of the Champions Wheel, and maybe finding out what it is that we might be able to add. So first team up will be, is it going to be one of the former champions? Will we go big straight off? It is Portsmouth will be first one up. And as usual, guys, if one of you that's watching along that is got your thumbs out, please do put the teams and the choice or the name next to it in the chat, just so I don't have to go back and watch the streaming again, because I don't have time to write this down. I could have done if I put my third screen on, but I haven't got it on because, you know, effort. So that is Portsmouth for one of these very fine people. In fact, Tony was already on, so let's take Tony off again. Harry says you can't see. That's weird. Why can't you see? There we go. Can you see now? There we go. There we go. Let's make sure you can all see that it was Portsmouth. I can promise you it really was. It was on here somewhere. Let's see, I'm just watching my screen catch up. I'm literally, it's like 45 seconds behind. There we go, right, you can see it. So you can all see this. I am going to shuffle them all up. So they are properly shuffled, just so you know it's not all bullshit. So it was Portsmouth first up. I can't go back and show you. I don't think it shows that what ones have previously gone, but you'll have to believe me. So we will pick who is going to take Portsmouth, and it will be going to lovely Kieran Spears. Will be first one out, and will be moving to the south coast to play with Portsmouth this season. So that's gone well. Next one up. Let's get this one rolling once again. There will be some teams left over at the end of this, and they will be the ones that will be removed, effectively. So there will be 4 teams left over, and they will be the teams that we will be eliminating from being picked. So Holstein Kiel, champions in season 2 in the Bundesliga. I did on here just for you, Sunshine, but I didn't actually on the asset because just knots. Anyway, Holstein Kiel. Who is going to take on the German champions that are currently in the relegation zone? Oh, Declan Acornley heads to Holstein Kiel. And well, they will be better this season, because last time we played the game, they were in the Bundesliga 2, but not this time around. They are up in the top league. So that is Deck going to Holstein Kiel. Portland Timbers next up. And I believe Portland Timbers were Owen's team in the MLS. And of course, Owen pussing out this season, said he's got a job. Fuck that. Now, Tony is up, and he has got the Portland Timbers. Now, this is where it gets fun. We'll remove Tony, and we'll go over to this tab just here. And I want some collaboration from you all, because I've done some things, and I'm sure we can add some more. Welcome to the Champions Wheel, Tony Kirkpatrick. Here are, for the fact that you chose not to go for Oxford, some various different things that you might have to have. Do we have a striker in goal for all your season? Do we have having to play your goalkeeper up top? You must get one player sent off. Locked into playing a 4-2-4 all season? Is it nothing? You use the 2-button control scheme. Perhaps you start with a 2-goal handicap. Who knows? Is there anything else that anyone in the chat would like to suggest? I'm happy to have anything within reason on the champions wheel for Tony to be dealing with this season. So, unfortunately, he decided that Oxford United, that was too much of a risk. So instead, we'll see how this one fares. So he already takes it back. Unfortunately, sir, the bets are closed and the house has won. So, has anyone got any additions onto what we've already got on the list? So with the player, we must get one player sent off. That one player then doesn't incur a ban. That is the only thing. So you wouldn't then have to take them out of the game for the remainder of the 3 games. As, as Sully says, an all defender attack. Lovely. All defense. Lovely. That's 8 entries. Slowest defenders must play. Oh, yeah, Tony gets. Okay, I can go that. You get one transfer. Yeah, doing this one-hander, looking at a separate screen. 1 transfer, and slowest defenders must play. I think 10. I think 10's enough. I think the intertactive defensive midfield. Yeah, we'll put that one in. Into defense, right? So I think that works. This was fun. I basically was like, I bet he's not going to want to take Oxford, and well, look, Tony, mate, you could get nothing. You could literally just end up with Portland Timbers. So I've given you a lifeline here. You are begging to be Chelsea Blue. How many spins does he get on the wheel until he's got all of them but nothing? Right, so the Champions Wheel. Please don't be nothing. Here we go. Please don't be nothing. Please don't be nothing. Please, it's going to be nothing, isn't it? Oh, you've got off so lightly. Locked into a 4-2-4 formation for it. So everyone play down the middle. Oh, I feel like we could have got so much better than that. We'll see how happy you are with that. But well, that is the Champions Wheel. I thought it was quite a nice addition. But it is disappointing, Mike. I fully agree. Do we pick again? Do we pick again? Do we? I think we're hearing respin. I think Jackoball says respin. Yeah, one more spin, Tony says. Let's go! Round and round it goes. Where it stops, it won't be on nothing. And it won't be 1 transfer. No, you don't get that one. No. No, it's not going to be nothing either. No. This is, I mean, we're really getting into the reeds here of doctoring the event. It's not going to be this. And so, there we go. Oh, no. Oh, Tony. Oh, no. Oh. So, unfortunately, Tony, you will start with a 4-2-4 and a 2-goal handicap. So everyone will start starting with a 2-0 advantage. I really shouldn't have made that as hard as I did. But I will allow you to transfer in a player. But they have to be as you had at your level. So you can't put in Haaland. It has to be at the level that you're at. So yeah, 44 layout and 2-goal handicap. Yep, that works. Let's do that. So everyone just break Lau's legs at the start of the game and play through the middle. So hopefully that works. Anyway, that was the Champions Wheel. Back to our programming. LAFC. Does Harry get Giroud once again? Let's head over and find out who is going to California. Sullivan Lewis. You are LAFC. You just missed Harry. But Sully gets LAFC, and he does not get in as being part of the Barca sweepstakes. Of course, Barcelona could be one of the 4 teams that is unable to be used. Because Derby County is up next. Derby County, who was Owen's team back in the EFL Championship. Who will be using Derby County? It's going to be me. Oh, I always get the shit teams. Derby County coming my way. Honestly, I honestly have the worst spin luck with this. I don't think I've ever got a good team. Right. Is just going to be missing out on Inter Miami. It is the New England Revolution, used of course by Jamie Wright in the MLS. He's still on the board. Could he get them again? It is going the way of Benjamin Shaw. New England Revolution for Ben Shaw. Of course, Barcelona still on the deck. However, it's going to be their harsh rivals, Espanyol. Of course, they won La Liga last night, beating Espanyol, and got told to get off the pitch immediately by Hansi Flick, because last time they did that, there was a pitch invasion and people were punched. So Espanyol, who is going for Espanyol this time around? It's going to be Florian Mayer, who will take Espanyol. Not a bad pick there from La Liga. We will keep rolling. Barcelona, Brentford, Nottingham Forest still all on the board. Nottingham Forest no longer on the board. So who will take Notts Forest? Forest going the way of MK Bourne, Mr. Keltborn himself. What a Mike, you've got yourself a Premier League team. So Mike already forcing his way up the table. Still some big teams. Werder Bremen still on the Inter Miami, highly rated. We've got going to beat Oxford, or is it Valladolid? It's Oxford United by the smallest slither. So the worst team in the tier is now up, and it's going to go between Jake, Ben Harrett, not Jake again, Jamie, Harry, Scott, Jacko, and Michael. So, who is going to get Oxford United? Please go to Jacko after all the luck he's had. Oh, please don't go to Michael, for God's sake. Michael Okeke, you have got Oxford United. I think this is going to be a hard season for Michael, unfortunately. It does also mean that Barcelona is still on there, and so is Jacko. So let's keep this rolling. Werder Bremen looks like it's going to be up next. It is Werder Bremen. And we do still have 6 of you left on the board. And Werder Bremen is going the way of Scott Hayes. Werder Bremen, who are my team in the Bundesliga, will now be used by Scott. Still some big teams left on the board. And it's going to be Brentford. We've just missed out Barcelona. Brentford are coming the way of potentially, I mean, Harry would be loving a Brentford right now. And he is. Harry Collier is going to take over in West London. So that's a big name with a big team there. Big pick there from Harry. Let's keep this rolling. It's going to roll around. Is it going to be Leganés? I think it is. It's Leganés, Mrs. Brighton and Mrs. Barcelona. 4 left. I think I've got everyone. I'm sure I missed someone. But Leganés goes to Jake. So he wanted Barcelona. He's not going to get them. Here we go. Inter Miami or Crystal Palace is going to be the MLS champions, Inter Miami. They are in the mix for the Club World Cup between Jamie Jacko and Ben Harrett. So who will take on the MLS champions and use Messi? Jamie Wright will use Messi. So 2 more to go. I was almost certain that we had 16, but I'm counting 15. So I'm gonna have to go back and double check everyone. But is people writing that down? Sorry, I'm just looking at all my messages. I'm sure you can now see that. Anyway, still a couple of decent teams on there. One of them not being Real Valladolid. Of course, champions in La Liga with Mr. Kirkpatrick. And it's going to go to Ben Harrett or to Jacko. If it goes to Ben Harrett, then Jacko is definitely getting Barcelona. Ben Harrett, Real Valladolid. Which means Jacko has got Barcelona, Hoffenheim, Bochum, Crystal Palace, Swansea City, or Brighton and Hove Albion. It's going to be Barcelona, isn't it? He's going to do it 4 out of 5 seasons. Jacko, you have got... Oh, he's so fucking close. Jacko is staying on the south coast and will be taking Brighton and Hove Albion into the Club World Cup. So, that means we are left with 5 teams. I will double check the names just to make sure I've got everyone, because I'm pretty sure I did, but I may have missed someone off because I thought we had 16. I counted 16. Nice issue being is if you go onto this lovely website here, it's called Discord, you can go down and you can check and see we have 14. That's because a couple of you didn't tick it, so it's really hard to tell how many people I actually did have. So Deck didn't tick it, but so that's definitely 15. We know that Fozzie isn't. Pete, fuck knows, and yeah. So okay, so Harry got 15. Okay, so we're on 15 at the moment. Potentially Scott's mate may make it 16. So we will revisit if we need to revisit, and equally if we can find anyone else before Wednesday, we'll find someone else, and they will get one of these. Hello. That's fun. It's very fun. I like that. Anyway, so we'll go and we'll do it via that. So they will get one of these potential 5 teams. It's Barcelona off the board. No one got it. So Sullivan got Barcelona for absolutely no reason in La Liga. Got to 2nd place and they didn't even make the Club World Cup. Washed. But anyway, thanks for joining us, boys. That was the draw. We will kick off next Wednesday. So there will be 2 weeks of group stage games, and then there will be most likely 1 week of the knockouts. I think, and potentially we might do the final on a separate day. Unsure yet. It will depend on people's appearances, because as we've seen over the last season, people are getting a bit flaky. So we're going to try and get this one sorted, ideally as soon as possible. I don't want to be dragging it into June too long. So we're gonna power through this one. It is mixed up. Some people have got weak teams. Some people have got slightly stronger teams. We're just going to have to see how it plays out. If it makes it a little bit more interesting once we get to the knockouts. Of course, you're going to have to play harder people in your tier. So even though Michael's say got an Oxford, and Jake hasn't got an Optimum team as well, they'll be playing each other, and they're playing each other twice, so there's plenty of time for them to bed themselves in with their own teams before they get to the knockouts. So hopefully that all makes sense, that all works. Thank you very much, Harry, much appreciated. And any questions, do let me know on Twitter, on Discord, whatever, who cares. And yeah, I'll catch you all next week, hopefully. Hope you all enjoyed your teams. Don't worry about up-to-date transfers. We're going to hopefully not have to do that on this game, because they should be up-to-date already. So apart from the transfer to Tony, you're all good, boys. You are all good. So I will catch you all soon, and have a great weekend, lads. See you later.